Welcome back to the AI Racing League for the first race of the Pro League season. Today's race will take place in Weatherfield Raceway, which is a fictional track with a good mix of corners and straight lines. Now, since this is the first race of the seasons, there are no points to show yet. However, here are the results of the qualifying. As usual, the full qualifying session is available to my Patreon supporters. Now you guys let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to take the win on the first race of the season here? And here we are for the first race of the Pro League season. Now, just as a reminder, these cars are all driven by artificial intelligence. There are no real drivers here. They are just named after Twitch streamers, various content creators, or just fans of the channel. And into the first corner, SNR Savage has managed to keep the lead in that Ferrari F40, but in this straight line, I believe he will lose that lead. Those Mustangs just behind, much more powerful in the straight lines, and you can see Belliscope Beam slipping past, taking the lead all the way from third place. Beef Sliders will also make it through. SNR Savage falling back to third into the second corner, I mean. And actually Marty Freeze also sneaking up on him in the Porsche 961. Half of the first lap down in, SNR Savage down into third place. He's got his work cut out for him to climb back up. Now SNR Savage was a full half second quicker in the qualifying. But this car is much more apt around the corners than the Mustangs. But the easiest place to overtake someone is in a straight line. And overtaking these Mustangs in a straight line, well, that's not going to be easy for him. Actually, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to say it straight up. These Mustangs are not getting passed by the F40 in a straight line. These Trans Am cars are powerhouses. And Team Ford already looking very good so far in the first race of the season. Belliscope Beam in the lead, Beef Slider second, SNR Savage third, Marty Freeze fourth, and Uncle to Ben in fifth. EJ Slay has fallen back to sixth place. I believe he qualified in, I want to say fourth place. I'm not actually sure. Now, there will be pit stops in this season, a lot more than before. I have tuned the fuel consumption to be higher than usual. So these cars will not be able to just drive on endlessly without pitting in. There will be pit stops. It is not just about being quick, it's also about planning your stops in the most efficient way possible. And this is where SNR Savage has a shot at coming back. So far, one lap down out of 15. And the two Mustangs looking very strong. Marty Freeze, Uncle to Ben, and EJ Slay also chasing down SNR Savage, looking for a mistake to make it into the top three. SNR Savage and Uncle to Ben, two of the oldest drivers in the league. This is their fourth, or is it fifth season of racing? I think it's actually their fifth. They've done 4 full seasons of racing, and this is, I believe, their fifth. So a lot of history between these two drivers. I think they've only raced against each other a couple times. I believe 2 seasons ago. They meet up here again. Some other drivers with a long history are Otterly Artorias, currently in 10th place in the Porsche 961. He was in the Pro League last season. Clint Chieco in one of the Mercuries was one of the strongest drivers 2 seasons ago in the Amateur League. And then Platigami in the Lamborghini Diablo right now in 25th place, actually not doing too hot. But just 1 season ago, he was one of the strongest drivers in the league. He needs to make a comeback here. Second lap down into the first corner. SNR Savage is staying very close, catching up to them into the corners, but not able to make an actual pass. And then the straight line comes, and those Mustangs are just flying away. Look at them go. And actually, Marty Freeze slipping through in that Porsche. Looks like it's quicker in the straights too. Marty Freeze moving up to third place. Sneaking his way up into a podium. Now can he keep it? That Porsche is one of the only all-wheel drive cars in the field right now. I don't think that's going to be such a huge advantage on this track, but SNR Savage coming up side by side again, looking to make it through. To get back into the top 3. Still side by side, both of them. We are heading into one of the sharpest corners. Big lockup bar, Mighty Freeze, just dodging that tree, and SNR Savage will move back up into 3rd. Mighty Freeze unable to lock it down. But that Porsche does look like it is quick in the straights. Looking to make his way to the inside. Coming up alongside, but can he make it past? I believe he's made it past. Marty Freeze moving back up to 3rd place. SNR Savage unable to keep the inside there. Will fall back to 4th. And now Marty Freeze is looking for a way past those Mustangs. That's not going to be an easy task. EJ Slay with that Lotus. Chasing down Uncle to Ben. Looks like that Lotus is quick in the straights, but not quite able to keep up with Uncle to Ben's Oldsmobile. Utterly Artorias making the fastest lap, 148.1 in one of the Porsche 961s. Currently fastest on the track in 9th place. Interesting. So we could see him move up the ranks. But pit strategy is going to be mostly important here. SNR Savage being taken back into 5th place. Uncle to Ben moving up to 4th. And that Oldsmobile. SNR Savage completely unable to defend from the massive horsepower. And SNR Savage going off track, pulling back in. Just barely dodging. Alex has no brain, moving up into 6th place. SNR Savage, after only 3 laps, went down from being in the lead to 7th place. This is not a good start for him. Meanwhile, Marty Freeze has moved up to 2nd place. Uncle to Ben has moved up to 3rd. Beef Sliders has fallen back to 4th. What the hell happened? Beef Sliders started in 2nd place. The 2 leaders of the race at first are losing a lot of ground. And Uncle to Ben looking for a pass on Marty Freeze to move up to 2nd place. And we should be seeing some pit stops, I believe, soon-ish. Actually, I think someone is coming back out of the pits right now. Not sure who that is. Hold on. That is SS Daven Games coming back out of the pits in a Ford RS200. Actually, in the only Ford RS200. I don't know if he crashed or if that was a planned pit stop. Seems early. Actually, Marty Freeze pulling back in. And so is Alex Has No Brain. Telescope Bean still in 1st. Beef Sliders in 2nd. Also in a Mustang. The 2 Mustangs still leading the race. Uncle to Ben being overtaken by EJ Slay around the inside in the Lotus. But then Uncle to Ben in the straight. Looks like he's going to keep 3rd place for now. EJ Slay not able to keep up. And then we have 4 Ferraris back to back. All in a Ferrari F40. Snow Guy actually going off track as well. Same place as SNR Savage last race around, falling back to 7th. Willow Shrub moving up to 6th. SNR Savage is back in 5th place. And he's now going to be trying to catch back up to the leading pack after that unfortunate off-track last lap around. But we know SNR Savage, he qualified pole here. He should be the fastest on track. If he is as quick as he was in the qualifying, he is the fastest person around this track. So he should be able to catch up. And he's still got 10 laps to do it. We are just about to end the 5th lap here, so still a lot of time to move back up. But this is where pit strategy is going to come in right now. Marty Freeze has exited back the pits into 31st place. So losing a lot of ground, but that means nothing. If everyone pits back in, he's going to be right back close to the lead. And Beef Sliders looking for a pass. Coming alongside, and wow, that was a big hit on Telescope Beam. And looks like Beef Sliders has pulled back in. EJ Slay as well. Uncle to Ben alongside Belescope Beam looking to take the lead around the outside. Side by side, both of them completely even. SNR Savage, Willow Shrub, and Snow Guy just behind. King Rod as well. The 4 Ferrari F40s hunting them down. And we are 1/3 of the race done. 10 laps to go. Now those Ferraris have a bad habit of going off track here. For some reason, they can't just keep the front planted. They just go wide all the time here. Now SNR Savage is definitely looking for a way past. We actually have a lot of people in the pits right now. I just noticed. EJ Slay, Beef Sliders, Big Ol' Nerd, Shron, Eddie Live, Alex's No Brain, Utterly Artorias. Wow, almost half the field was in the pits there. I believe this leading pack should be coming in soonish. And this is going to upset everything. Now we're currently watching from Snow Guy's perspective, currently in 6th place. Went off track 2 laps in a row, I believe. But still keeping up with the leading pack. And coming back around to the final corner. This is where some will be pitting in, and I believe most of them are coming into... Oh, actually all of them. Wow. Let's see. DJ Magic Hat in the Camaro is going to keep going. He should be taking the lead here. And there he goes. New leader, DJ Magic Hat, takes the lead of the race. Clinchyeko also pulling in. He's going to build a massive lead here. Looks like the next in line, wow, goes all the way back to NRG6, I believe, pitted in last lap. He's very far back, being chased by Platigami, and Prodigy plays, and NRG6 is going to keep going. Platigami pulling in, Prodigy plays, and Cobra Cal are going to keep going. NRG6 taking 2nd place, Prodigy plays 3rd, and Cobra Cal 4th. And so far, no one coming back out of the pits yet. DJ Magic Hat at this point has a 30-second lead. Well, almost 28 seconds. This is huge. 2 Camaros. So far, still no pits on their end. I believe Prodigy and Cobra Cal have also not pitted in. Beef Sliders has exited the pits in 6th place, followed by EJ Slay just a 2.5 behind. Let's see, where are the rest? Marty Freeze currently in 12th place. Uncle to Ben in 15th. SNR 7 in 16th, just behind. So losing a lot of ground in the pits. But they might have gone for a big load of fuel, which would take a long time to refuel. But take them all the way to the end of the race. We'll have to see if they calculated properly. DJ Magic Hat, is he going to pit in? I believe he's lining up for it. Yes, DJ Magic Hat pulling into the pits. This is the chance for the rest to catch back up. We are almost at the halfway point. 7 laps done out of 15, so half a lap from the halfway point. And let's see if they calculated properly. It has happened before that the AI has miscalculated fuel and had to pit into the final lap of the race because it didn't have enough fuel to finish. And Prodigy plays pulling into the pits. NRG6 is going to move into the lead. Cobra Cal will take 2nd place in the Mazda RX-7. Only a few seconds behind NRG6, 2 seconds back. So the lead is not safe for NRG6 yet. Beef Sliders moving back up to 3rd. But Beef Sliders, unlike NRG6 and Cobra Cal, has been in the pits already. Now the question is he going for a single pit and then he took a big load of fuel for the rest of the race, or is he going to pit a 2nd time? EJ Slade just behind, followed by Alex's No Brain, Utterly Artorias, and Aetherplasm. Big battle right now for third place. Utterly Artorias going wide, same place, and actually, hold on. Vargala Svet is in the ditch. What happened there? I'm gonna try to look into the replay and see what happened exactly. That corner seems to be trouble for everyone. It looks like there's some unexpected understeer that can happen there if you're out of position. And it is causing issues for a lot of drivers. This is not the first time we see someone off track there. Cobra Cal very close to NRG6. But that Mazda has a hard time picking back speed up coming out of the sharp corners. It is a momentum car. It's capable of keeping its speed very well, but gaining it back after losing it is not that easy. And will NRG6 pull into the pits? I believe he is. He's lining up for it. NRG6 pulling in, so is Cobra Cal. Beef Sliders should be moving back into the lead of the race, unless he pits in a second time. Hopefully not, and he's gonna keep going. Alex has No Brain and Aetherplasm, both pulling into the pits. Beef Sliders and EJ Slay will keep going. Big Ol' Nerd moving up to third, I believe. In the Mercury, yes. Big Ol' Nerd taking third place. And EJ Slay in that Lotus, threatening to overtake Beef Sliders, but that Mustang, you just can't catch that thing in a straight line. Even drafting, it is so powerful. I don't have the exact number of horsepower off the top of my head. I'm gonna look it up, tell you guys how much power that thing is. But it is a powerhouse. It is incredibly powerful. But EJ Slay still looking for an opening. Just looking for a mistake for Beef Slider to go wide in one corner. And if he can slip the nose in on the inside, he could take the lead. That Lotus looks very quick around here. Meanwhile, Big Ol' Nerd is just 3.5 seconds back in the Merkur. And then a big 10 seconds all the way back to DJ Magic Hat in 4th place, followed by Eddie Live, Jackson the Box, Uncle to Ben, SNR Savage. Looks like their pits took quite a bit longer. But it's too early to tell if their pit strategy was good or not. Big wiggle coming out of the corner by Beef Sliders there. It's gotta be stressful to be followed so closely by EJ Slay. And both of them gotta keep going. No pit stops on either of them yet. Only one stop so far. And they are catching up to a back marker. I keep forgetting who is in that Porsche right there. That is Silhouette in the 911 GT2. Can they make it past without being held back? Big Ol' Nerd is not far behind. Beef Slider is getting the nose into the inside. Looks like he's going to make it through okay, understeering, but will maintain the car on the track. EJ Slay still stuck behind Silhouette. This is the chance for Beef Sliders to make it further ahead. And looks like EJ Slay made it past as well. Now a full second back, but this is a nimble part of the circuit. This is where EJ Slay has the biggest chance to catch up to Beef Sliders. That 1 second lead could just evaporate. And looks like it has. EJ Slay almost immediately catching right back up to Beef Sliders. Beef Slider still not safe. And we are just approaching the 2/3 of the race. Ending the 10th lap right now. 5 laps to go after this one. And if people are going for a 2-pit strategy, this is just about the time where they're going to pull back in for a second stop. And Beef Sliders and EJ Slay, I believe, pit in pretty early the first time. I think on the 5th or 6th lap. And I believe EJ Slay is pulling back in. Yes, he is. EJ Slay is going for a second pit stop. Beef Sliders is going to stay by himself in the lead. Still not pitting in, but there's still 5 laps to go. He could still be pulling in for a second stop. Big Old Nerd is going to keep going just behind Silhouette right now. Also caught up to the back marker. Going around the outside. Wow, okay. Showing off there. Big Old Nerd will make it past. DJ Magic Hat currently in 3rd place, followed by Uncle to Ben, SNR Savage, and Snow Guy. And it looks like we have a replay of what happened earlier with Vargala Svet. And it seems like his teammate Platigami lost control in the notorious corner and spun out right in front of Vargala Svet, both teammates slamming into each other. And looks like Vargala Svet was not able to get started again. Uncle to Ben very close to DJ Magic Hat. He was quicker in the qualifying by a significant margin. And they are catching up to Silhouette. We could have a battle for 3rd place in just a moment. Actually, Snow Guy is right behind them too. We have a 3-way battle for 3rd place. Big Ol' Nerd and Beef Sliders a significant time ahead of them. About 9 seconds between each of them. And Beef Sliders coming around to the start-finish line. No pits yet. He's going to keep going. Big Ol' Nerd coming around as well. And looks like a pit stop. Big Ol' Nerd pulling back in for a second stop. DJ Magic Hat has made it past Silhouette. Will keep going. Silhouette will pull into the pits. Snow Guy and Uncle to Ben will keep going side by side, battling for what is that? 4th? 3rd. Uncle to Ben making it into 3rd place. Snow Guy just behind SNR Savage. Not too far back as well. And Beef Sliders at this point almost 20 seconds in the lead. Looking very strong for 1st place here. We're going to have to see. I still think Beef Sliders could be pulling back into the pits for a 2nd stop. His 1st pit stop was very early. He could very well be going for a 2-pit strategy. Battle for 2nd place rages on. SNR Savage, Snow Guy, Uncle to Ben, DJ Magic Hat, all within 2 seconds of each other. Uncle to Ben looking to the inside, looking to pull alongside DJ Magic Hat. He could be going for 2nd place right there. Looks like he did not manage to get in there. DJ Magic Hat will remain in 2nd. SNR Savage looking to pass Snow Guy, but did not come out of the corner quick enough. Standings will remain the same for now. And the Beef Sliders, still no pit stops. And Uncle to Ben will take 2nd place from DJ Magic Hat. Or at least try to. They're still side by side, the 2 of them. Actually, DJ Magic Hat making it back ahead into 2nd place. And no pits. Snow Guy and SNR Savage both pulling into the pits. Uncle to Ben and DJ Magic Hat will keep going in a battle for 2nd place with 3 laps to go. Beef Sliders, a full 20 seconds lead on them. Now at this point, there's not a lot of time left in the race. Beef Sliders should not be making a 2nd pit stops. If he makes a 2nd pit stop, it's a miscalculation. Pitting in at 2 laps remaining is a big mistake. He needs to go all the way at this point. Uncle to Ben again looking for a pass on DJ Magic Hat, side by side again. And looks like he's going to make it through. Clean overtake there from Uncle to Ben, taking 2nd place. And they are catching up to Zero Time Live. Actually, DJ Magic Hat's teammate in the Chevrolet team. Currently in 29th place. So by no means doing nearly as well as his teammate. Cultuben will be looking for a pass here. DJ Magic Hat not far behind. Uncle Tuben needs to make a quick overtake and looks like he's going for it. Diving the inside. Beef Slider, still no pits. Heading into the 14th lap. 2 laps to go. And DJ Magic Hat has lost a lot of ground on Uncle Tuben. And looks like Uncle Tuben is pulling into the pits. DJ Magic Hat. Oh, Uncle Tuben miscalculated. There's 2 laps to go. DJ Magic Hat will secure 2nd place. Now Belliscope Beam is in 4th place. But looks like that's about to change, about to move back up to 3rd. Unless there's a miscalculation. No, Belliscope Beam is going to keep going. Flinchy Echo and Mercury currently 5th, about to change for 4th place. Or is it? Oh no, Flinchy Echo pulling back in as well. There's multiple miscalculations here. We have another pack here. NRG6, EJ Slate, and Prodigy Plays. Looks like all 3 of them are going to keep going. And you can see Uncle Tuben just now leaving his pit stall. He's going to be coming back in. But not after losing multiple places. Now down in 10th place. And now Beef Slider coming up to the last part of the circuit, looking to overtake Mr. Gutsu in the Nissan. And we are about to go into the final lap. Please tell me Beef Sliders did not miscalculate. Please tell me. Okay, looks like he's going to keep going. Beef Sliders going into the final lap with only 1 stop. A very early stop at that. Mr. Gutsu holding him back, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. He's a full 25 seconds ahead of DJ Magic Hat. Still stuck behind his teammate, 0 time live. He needs to move out of the way and let him through. But again, no blue flag here. If DJ Magic Hat wants through, he's got to fight for it. Yes, they are in the same team, but they are still fighting each other for points. He doesn't have to yield. DJ Magic Hat should feel pretty safe in 2nd place. Full 15 seconds ahead of Belliscope Beam. Also not going for a pit stop. He's going to keep going until the end. And then we have the battle for 4th. EJ Slay, NRT6, Prodigy Plays, and SNR Savage. All of them very close to each other. And they are just about to enter the final lap. EJ Slay has a slight lead, a 1.5 seconds. You can see Eddie Live, Snow Guy, and Uncle Tuben not too far behind them. And it looks like all of them are going to keep going into the final lap. This is the closest battle that's happening near the top. Battle for 5th place. Looks like top 4 has already been pretty much decided. Meanwhile, Beef Sliders coming around the final part of this track. And into the final corner. And Beef Sliders will take the victory at the first race of the Pro League season. DJ Magic Hat a full 27 seconds behind. Has made it past his teammate. Mr. Gutsu has finished 17th, Flinchy Echo 18th. DJ Magic Hat will take 2nd place. Podium finish in the first race of the season. That's a good start. And Belliscope Beam will take 3rd place. And looks like we have an actual battle for 4th place. I saw SNR Savage trying to overtake NRG6 there for just a moment. Snow Guy and Prodigy Plays. Prodigy Plays with the more powerful Mercury. Looking to make it past. Still side by side, but looks like Snow Guy is going to stay ahead for now. Meanwhile, EJ Slay has taken a bit of a lead on them. around the final corner will take 4th place. Lapping base knees are just before the end. Then you have Anarchy 6, followed by SNR Savage, Snow Guy, Prodigy Plays, Eddie Live, and Uncle to Ben. Jack's in the box, King Rut, Bucky Bird. Then you have Willow Shrub, 13 seconds behind in 14th place. And last people around across the line are Cobra Cal, currently in 15th, followed by Rookie Miriki in a Toyota in 16th. All right, here we are. First race of the Pro League season in the bag. Congratulations to our winners, Beef Sliders, DJ Magic Hat, and Bellascope Beam. Now here are the changes to the drivers' ratings. This is going to matter at the end of the season. This is going to determine who gets promoted into the Masters League and who gets demoted. Here are the current season standings for the points. And here are the team points. Now, since not all teams have the same number of drivers, to be fair, all the points of all the drivers in a team are added up and then divided by the number of drivers in a team. As usual, a big thank you to my Patreon supporters. And next race around, we are doing the opening race for the Amateur League season.